a champion tonight? Or will the Heat keep their hopes of back-to-back titles alive? We're underway for Game 6. They split the first two games of these finals here at the American Airlines Arena. Spurs in that last-second victory in Game 1. The Heat a blowout in Game 2. Bosh connects. James back out. Mike Miller, long distance.
More so than anything in the half court. I thought their half court defense is pretty good for the most part. Transition, not even close to good enough.
Leonard, count it, and a foul. James, hard drive. Chalmers gets another look. This time, connect. Afraid of the pressure of a big game. He's had some huge games in the last 3 years. Leonard, wide open. Connects on a three. Marker, again, was terrific in the last game. Gets inside, finds Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
And even on that Duncan turnover, I love the sign that is. He is catching and going as James hits the jumper.
Duncan goes right at Bosh, gets away from the double team and puts in a difficult shot.
He's got counter moves.
He's 4 for 4 already. Wade, Parker left him. Duncan tried to greet him, and Wade goes right at him for the dunk. Ball tipped and taken by Duncan. Parker finds Leonard running the floor and throws it down.
He has been fantastic right from the start in these finals, and he takes the elevator to the top floor.
And this is what Greg Popovich is talking about. Run the floor, push the ball, and try and keep the pace up. A strong start for both teams.
To the top, LeBron James can't overpower him.
James, that's a two-pointer. Ginobili rifles a pass down low. Battier's on Duncan, mismatch there. James looking to help. Tries to swat it away. Duncan rushes the shot. He thought he got hit and still managed to put it in. James given the shot. See Diaw playing off him, much like they did earlier in the series. Allen back to James. Shot clock at 6. Little ball fake from Chalmers. Anderson has not played at all in the last two games. Duncan with a turnover. That's 4 for San Antonio. Allen gets ahead of the pack. But good transition defense. Battier open for three. Banked it in.
That Udonis Haslem is, or Chris Bosh.
James, Chalmers for three. Chalmers penetrates. Wade bumps into Ginobili. Battier wide open. Hits a three. Miami, 5 of 7 from downtown. And Battier has found the range. Heat fans wanting to call there. Danny Green, nobody near him, and he cans the jumper.
Smart play not to stop the ball and leave Green open.
Oh, Wade with a beautiful sidestep. Parker said after Game 5, I can't believe he's still open in this series. Chris Bosh then said before Game 6 he won't be open tonight. He certainly was on that shot. 6 on the 24. James all over Parker. Neal has to hoist it up and connects a three-pointer for Neal. It's only happened twice in the last 30 years of the NBA Finals as Bosh knocks it down.
And that allows San Antonio to play small, but still rebound the ball so exceptionally well.
And there's Duncan rebounding the ball. Ginobili set to check back in for the Spurs. Leonard on James. James powers in, shot misses. Anderson's follow won't go. Tipped right back out. And James this time makes sure he finishes. Parker in for Ginobili. 6 to shoot for Duncan. Duncan across the lane. Nice soft touch. He's got 23. Duncan with 8 rebounds as well. Diaw, what a pass to Duncan. And the Spurs regain the lead. 1 year was the most improved. 1 year in the playoffs with Phoenix, he averaged almost 19 a game when Amari Stoudemire was hurt. He was superb in those playoffs for the Phoenix Suns. Fakes, drives, flips it up and in. Boris Diaw Puts the Spurs up by 4. Parker gets in the paint, kicks it out. Diaw for 3. Won't go. Leonard tips it up and in with 1.3 remaining.
So their offense can play fast, and they're great in transition, but they haven't been out in transition the whole first half.
Ginobili gets one to go. In a space of about 6 or 7 minutes, most of it happening in the second half of these finals. See Leonard just playing off him enough to kind of dare him to shoot. James kicks it out. Chalmers from the corner. That's good.
In for him. You can't take away everything, so Chalmers is open.
Wade coming right back out onto the floor. As Ginobili throws it in. Duncan lays it in. Stayed extra in the locker room not to start here in the third quarter. And emerges and will check right into the game. See if we can get a report on why as Bosch connects. Miller kicks it out. Wade pull-up two-pointer. Under 6.5 remaining here in the third. Miller drives to the basket. Mike Miller makes it a 1-point game. Timeout San Antonio.
Miami looks rejuvenated to start the second half, attacking the basket. Mike Miller, known for his three-point shot, a beautiful right-hand drive and finish.
In 21 minutes, brings in Shane Battier, Ray Allen, Wade, Anderson, and James. Pass inside Diaw, nearly stolen by Wade. Diaw gets it back. Parker on the penetration. Contact, count it, and one. Tony Parker with a hard drive and a chance for a three-point play. James trying to find some room. Stolen by Leonard. Leonard ahead of the pack, drives inside and banks it in with a foul. The lead is back to 9, which equals the largest lead of the game. Parker down the lane, layup won't go. Duncan and a foul. Tim Duncan on the follow. And our first double-digit lead of the night. James. Leonard now on Wade. Nice little push shot. Soft touch for Wade, who's in double figures. Neal's going to have to put one up. He won't hesitate. Blocked by Wade. Wade, little strong defensive play there. Allen, extra pass for Battier. Hits a three. Crowd getting on its feet. Wade puts it up, puts it in. 8-point game. He wanted a foul. Parker gets in the paint again, flips it up and in. Tony Parker with another beautiful drive to the basket. They're mentally and physically tired from the playoff grind and pressure. What can you summon here for the Miami Heat to try and force a Game 7? Chalmers hits a three. Mario Chalmers starting a fourth quarter that the Heat hope isn't their final period of the season. James to the basket and the finish. 5 quick points. Duncan's already played 30 minutes. Splitter has it. Left-handed, flips it up and in. Mike Miller has only one sneaker on. Miller, bang! Timeout San Antonio. One sneaker. Not enough time to tie it. Not going to affect his shooting stroke. How about this? One on, one off. Count it.
Shoes are overrated. Trusting his young team to be able to manufacture points.
Danny Green finds Splitter. Splitter goes at Anderson, spins, flips it up, banks it in. 2 wild shots from Splitter with the ball in his hands.
And I would expect to see more switching of the pick and rolls right now. Right there, they switched it.
Ginobili gets right up on him. James charges across the lane, out to Chalmers. Chalmers in the paint, off balance, wild shot thrown down by LeBron James. Single coverage. James backs in, left-handed. Parker. Back out Green. Green off the dribble. Drives inside to Duncan. Blocked by James. What a rejection. James on the drive. Leans in. Banks it in. Tie game.
And those are the same shots Danny Green has made throughout the series.
Allen. Miami leads. 3-point lead for Miami. Bosch back in, he's on Duncan. Ginobili finds Diaw. Kawhi Leonard gets in the paint. Runner from Leonard. Leonard with a couple of big buckets here in the fourth. And Diaw is on LeBron James again, trying to slow him down. He's done well so far in the series against him. Trying to make him shoot. James drives and finishes. San Antonio just 4 for 15 here in this period. Ginobili to the basket, lays it in. Duncan and Bosch got caught up. Bosch went down, and Ginobili with a big bucket. It's a 1-point game. Is led by 13 late in the third, led by 10 to start the fourth. Parker looks up at the shot clock. James all over him. 6 to shoot. Parker pulls back. That's a three-pointer. It's good. Tony Parker ties the game. Parker gets in the paint. Stops, spins, shot is good. Tony Parker, back-to-back buckets, and the Spurs regain the lead.
A non-shooter comes through and then matched up against the smaller Chalmers, spins away to give San Antonio a 2-point lead.
Parker struggling all game long shooting the ball. 2 of the biggest buckets of game 6. Miller to inbound. Again, Miami does not have any timeouts remaining.
If you're going to give help, you give help off of Wade. You don't come off another 3-point shooter.
James catches, fires a 3. Way off. Rebound tipped. Still loose. Picked up by Miller. Back out to James. Another 3. It's good. James knocks it down. 2-point game with 20 seconds remaining. And the Spurs call their final timeout.
Missed the first 3, which was a good look. Then the scramble. Miller does a good job to shovel it to James. And then Kawhi Leonard had Boris Diaw open, but didn't want to inbound to him. And now, do you advance it?
Duncan looking, has to get it in, finds Leonard. Leonard fouled by Miller, who did a good job fouling right away.
And a terrific pass by Tim Duncan to get that ball in bounds.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2 tonight, 9 for 11 in these NBA Finals.
If he makes the first one, if I'm Eric Spoelstra, I am not putting Chris Bosh in the game.
During the regular season, Kawhi Leonard, 82% from the line. A lot of pressure on a 21-year-old in his first NBA Finals.
And with Duncan out, attack the rim. They're not going to come off a 3-point shooter. You can score quickly.
Clutch one there from Leonard. Should the Spurs foul? Should Miami go for the 3 right away?
Just attack the basket.
James catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout. But the officials are going to review to see if Allen was behind the line. Chris Bosh with a huge offensive rebound. And now instant replay, enormous From our vantage point where the fans are, we couldn't see if Allen was, but that was the signal.
And Mike, Tim Duncan out of the game leads to the second shot, and clearly a three-point shot. But because they were trying to prevent the three, they take Duncan out, who is their best rebounder. Ray Allen is able to reestablish and knock in the game-tying three. 2
possessions in a row that Duncan came out and they failed to get the defensive rebound. Now, because of the instant replay rule, the Spurs, who don't have any timeouts, had a chance to discuss their final play. They confirmed that it was a 3.
And I like not guarding the inbounder.
Here goes Parker, final seconds. Parker on the drive, puts it up. Overtime here in Game 6. Nobody's in any real kind of foul trouble except Mike Miller. He has 5, but he's not on the floor right now. Parker drives, looking for Duncan, gets it to Leonard, and Leonard banks it in. Bosh ahead of the field, fouled and one. A rare time, poor transition defense from San Antonio.
It started because Bosh had switched to Parker. He contested the shot. They're mismatched in transition. Great lead pass by James. Soft foul by Ginobili. 3-point play opportunity.
Duncan, 17 rebounds, 30 points, only 5 after halftime. He had 25 in the first half. They go right back to Duncan. Bosh on him. Duncan, quick move. Won't go. Diaw, the offensive rebound. Finds Leonard. Leonard again in the paint. The little soft touch, and the Spurs up by 2. You get 3 additional timeouts in the overtime. You shoot on the 4th team foul. Allen trying to draw contact. Doesn't need it. Still flips it up and in with 1 second to spare. Under 2 minutes remaining in OT. James, the crossover. Wade, the drive, inside to James. Heat back up by 1. Now Wade on Parker on the switch. Parker gets bumped. Leonard, 3 to shoot. Leonard's jump shot way off. Tipped and taken by Parker. Has to put it up. Blocked by Allen, and a 24-second violation. Kawhi Leonard will inbound. Duncan, Green, Ginobili, and Parker.
Chalmers is on Leonard. Leonard has got to use his size to get on the board against the smaller Chalmers.
Right back to Parker, guarded by James. Bosh, good help. Parker blocked by Bosh. James, the rebound, and a foul called against San Antonio.
What a defensive play by Chris Bosh to recover, contest, and block.
Miami clinging to a 1-point lead. Wade pulls up. Won't go. Leonard the rebound. 10 seconds remaining. Not looking to call time. Ginobili on the drive. Ginobili lost the ball. Picked up by Allen. Now they have to foul. Greg Popovich irate. He thought Ginobili got hit. Instead, Ray Allen will shoot free throws with 1.9 remaining. It's still not over, even if he makes both free throws. But a big defensive play there by the Heat.
Well, they're pushing in transition. He's attacking Ray Allen. Boy, he looked like he got him across the arm on that drive. It's so congested. But to me, that's a foul.
Absolutely. Allen, one of the great free throw shooters in the game, with a chance to put him up by 3. Now remember also, Miami has a foul to give, but with 1.9 remaining, that's a dangerous scenario to try and use it.
Absolutely, particularly if they're going for 3.
And San Antonio will call time and advance the ball. Two clutch free throws from Ray Allen. Heat by 3, timeout San Antonio.
And same with off splitter, be above him, trap the shooter.
They need a 3. Green trying to get free. Cross court pass to Green. Green blocked by Bosh. over. There'll be a game 7. The Miami Heat not ready for their season to end tonight. Chris Bosh with some extraordinary plays at both ends of the floor at the end of regulation and overtime.
Well, great screen by Splitter. And again, I like the non-call, but if you're saying, is that a foul in the first 46 minutes? It absolutely is on that three-point shot.
And Bosh taking a chance. You know, you want to contest the shot, but to get that so close and taking a chance of a whistle, but it pays off for Miami. One of those defining games for the Heat to come back, force the overtime, and force a game 7.